Okay. It's episode 40 of the Prairie Dawgs Podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Very special guest in the host, Mr. Jordan Welwood.
Hi.
Personal friend of Kevin Hart.
Never met him, but we belong together. And he'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, he might contact you after this pod. We're talking all kinds of stuff just for laugh stories.
Body waxing.
The fattest sisters you've ever seen.
Jordan's connection to the Winnipeg General strike. It's a real connection. It's
and
incredible.
then over on the Patreon, we watched the husband calling contest.
Yeah.
Yep. Zooey.
Louis.
So see you there. See you on this episode. Here it is.
Yo, watch it
It begins.
right now.
Now.
In a lot of ways, podcasters are recording artists. Netflix has them now.
I wonder if podcasters will ever get royalties.
Amy Poehler just won Best Podcast at the Golden Globes.
And she thanked me. She thanked the Prairie Dawgs. She said, I want to thank them for blazing a trail for my snarky style of commentary that I do on my podcast with much more famous guests. That's what she said about this podcast, the Prairie Dawgs. That brings you its 40th edition.
Oh, this is the 40th episode.
Yep.
Ah, big 40.
If every episode was a year, this podcast would now be old enough that nothing good can happen to it anymore.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
And this week we welcome our guest, Jordan Welwood.
Hey,
Yeah.
not 40.
Positivity.
Not 40 yet.
Not 40. How old are you?
38.
38. 39? TK?
31.
31.
Yep.
Oh,
I still
go
have
ahead.
hope.
You still have hope.
You look
got-
as old as us.
Yeah, the other day at a club, the guy told me without prompting that he thought I was 46.
Ooh.
I said, oh, thank you, sir.
Thanks.
What now? And he said, oh, nothing. Just thought you were.
He's like, I'm not going to hire you.
I just thought you were
Okay.
old and dying. That's all I have to say. Goodbye now.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the club in question is Rumors Comedy Club, who sponsors this podcast, and we thank them very much for doing so. Maybe you were there last week, and maybe you saw Jordan on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
How about that heckler on Tuesday, huh?
I killed him.
Now imagine something does happen, the news breaks.
There was a violent outburst.
You're on record saying, I threw the stool at his head.
He's like, I was at that show. He didn't kill him. He just threw a brick at him.
I brained him with my guitar.
That guy's a liar.
He turned around and pressed one of the bricks on the wall. The wall rotated and exposed 6 guns.
Yeah.
Just a John Wick rack of guns.
Yeah. I've always wanted that, but with not guns. I don't really need guns, but just something that's
Your stuff
equally
that you
useful.
like?
Yeah, like my little paint supplies.
Yeah.
Anyway, this
yeah.
week at Rumors is friend of the show, Emmanuel Lemuro.
Get at us for text. Sorry. Sure. No, super funny dude.
Hey, man, jump in whenever you want.
The
No
ball. I was
pressure.
spacing. I was mind blank. It's
Yeah,
nothing
so he's there
against
Tuesday,
Emmanuel.
Wednesday, Thursday. And then on the weekend, we've got Sam Talent.
Sam
Heavy
Talent.
hitter, author, poet, and ghoul.
And-
Sam Talent.
Hell yeah. I know him most from, I know him from comedy. He's a super funny dude, but also my algorithm is peppering me with hair implant ads. And him and Joe Rogan are on Joe Rogan's podcast. And Sam Talent's like, hey, when did you start shaving your head? And then Joe Rogan's, well, I found this miracle drug, blah, blah, blah. It turns into an ad. But I'm being peppered with it because my phone knows I'm bald. So anyways.
Also, AI, it's
Sam-
like,
Yeah.
he doesn't have hair. He's like, I found a miracle drug, but he's still bald.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
So now I'm growing hair, but shaving it. It really works.
I wanted the option.
But yeah. I just like the feel now.
So that's Sam's biggest credit. Is this maybe AI ad with Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's great. Yeah, comedian, author. Running the Light was very popular in the comedic circles due to its the book. Have you read? Have you read?
I've not read. You've read.
They got it read. I did the audiobook because I don't care for words. I'm starting to understand how words work, but I'm not too much into them yet.
It takes too much time and effort to read.
Yeah.
Are you a reader?
I can't do it anymore. My brain's soft. It got soft, so I had to listen to audiobooks, which, it's the Seinfeld conundrum of like, who's the guy reading it? What's the voice?
Yeah.
That's
100%.
that's what's kind of cool / bad about the Running the Light audiobook is it's a bunch of comedians.
Oh,
Each
sick.
chapter or two is a couple
Oh,
different
yeah.
comedians, but some of them don't know how to read. Some of them you very quickly learn like, oh, this is an illiterate person. They don't know how to read.
And then the comic went to the club.
Not much better than that. You'd be surprised. Just like speed reading, like they've been told by the teacher to read it, and they're just trying to get through it as quick as possible because they're nervous.
When's the last time you read out loud?
I don't know.
Other than just right now.
That's what I said. I have a hard time. I wasn't reading off of that. I was just looking at it. The main thing I noticed off this page is that for inquiries for Sam Talent, you can reach out to a fellow by the name of Bufflin.
Yeah. His acclamated debut novel, Running the Liggett.
Last time Sam Talent was in town, the phone was ringing and he's in the office and he just like answered it, started like talking to someone about tickets. It was pretty funny.
Hey, yo.
He's like, oh, yeah, you can do like.
He's like, don't run bits with our customers over the phone. This is still a business.
He rocks. He is the reason, actually, this is something that every artist likes to hear. I saw him doing lino cut prints, and I said, I could probably do that.
Oh, yeah. He's your inspire.
Yeah, and every artist likes to hear that someone saw them doing it and thought, they make that look easy. Cool.
Well, like, you saw something you liked and you're doing it.
Yeah, sure, but I just mean, like, that's how I started comedy, too. Like, I went to an open mic, and there was a guy doing it, and I went, that's who they got.
Exactly.
And it's like, you don't want that. You don't want to be the guy that someone saw and went, oh, I could simply do better.
Oh, sure.
I've inspired so many people to try this.
That's exactly it. It's like, which is not to say that his are bad. I think his are much better than mine. I just saw it and it looked accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you were introduced.
Yeah. So Rumors Comedy Club, thanks for sponsoring. Go see Sam Talent. He's great.
Get at us for tickets. I'm not guaranteeing that we have any.
Yeah, you'll probably go see Emmanuel if you
Yeah.
reach out for tickets, which is also a great show. But Emmanuel has not written a book as far as I know.
He's selling out. He's selling out quick.
Emmanuel?
I think so.
To who?
Well, get at us for tickets quick then.
Selling
who knows?
out
We
to
might
who?
not even have any.
Come on. Yeah, I sold out every seat in the fucking house. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, now the podcast begins. I wanted to say this. I did a corporate show, unless you were pointing because you had something you wanted to say.
No, I was pointing at you.
Oh, perfect. And here I go. I had a corporate show this past weekend for the Audi dealership.
Nice.
The fast cars, right? And so I'm hosting. Well, there's 3 comics on the bill, so to speak. So I was going to go up and host. And so I go up and I'm like, hey, Audi, we're here for feeling good. What a good year of sales. Ooh, yeah. Where's the boss man? Let me talk to the boss man. Immediately, boss lady. It's a boss lady.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, okay, hot water immediately.
How dare you.
I opened with a misogyny. Right off the top, I say it's cars. That's for men.
So Audis are for chicks, though.
I didn't know this. I didn't know that. PT Cruiser dealership. I might have been like, all right, where's the bitch or whatever.
Where's the really old thing running this company?
But yeah, so I misgendered the boss immediately, or at least suggested that it should be a man. And they went, oh, here's the boss lady. And just before that, I had said, where's the boss hog? I said, where's the boss man? Where's the boss hog? And they said, boss lady. So I went, pig lady. and then I I bombed for 20 minutes. So what can you do, you know?
I mean, you were hosting, so you just passed the baton. That's what you did.
Yeah, but I did, I think, set a tone where they didn't like... John Wilson was after me, who is incredibly affable and likable and has funny, and he wrote a song for their dealership. He's playing songs on his guitar. He even wrote one for their dealership.
It's called Pig Lady.
Well,
it goes like this.
To be fair, it was about how all the cars there are free.
Oh, nice.
If you go there, you can have them for free. So they didn't love that.
Cutting into the commish.
And then Emmanuel was actually closing the show, and I left because I said, I have seen enough here. Pig lady.
Yeah.
So my apologies to the pig lady. I didn't mean to call you a pig lady. I mean, sometimes I see clearly what I'm saying, which was like, oh, hog man. So I just flipped it, pig lady.
Yeah.
But now they're like, why'd you call her boss a pig?
They secretly loved it.
I think so.
They just couldn't laugh out loud.
And yeah, I don't know if they felt like they were young folks that wanted to have a good time, but then they said, nah, this guy's an idiot.
Well, maybe they went there and they were like, we want one guy to hate and another guy to love. So as soon as you said pig lady, like, okay, cool. We're going to hate you. And then we'll like the other guys. Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah, sometimes it do be
contrast.
Like that. Yeah, you ever do a bad one? A corporate one?
Oh, yeah. Well, I did a gig in Estevan, Saskatchewan, and there was a good 400 people in a basement, and me and Mike Green and Paul Roblauskas were there, and Paul brought me out for a 2-day trip. I did not bring a change of clothes, didn't bring a bag, and I just hopped in the car, and they're like, where's your stuff? And I was like, what stuff? I have my darts in my pocket. And they're like, all right. So we went out there, and in front of like 300, 400 people in Saskatchewan, man, like I just I was supposed to be doing like 12 minutes, and I just got up there and I was like, hey, so you got the licorice bowl in the back there, just a bowl of licorice. Bet the Mennonites are going to be loving that. Free licorice. And it was like that. It was exactly like that.
Solid riff.
It was like that, but times 400.
Observation. You assessed the scene and you picked a
relatable.
You picked a thing.
I picked a thing. I was like, dude, that bowl of licorice is hilarious. Attack it. But yeah, they fucking hated me. And then I did some bit. This was back in the days when I was like big and fat. So I was like, and then another thing I eat is a lot of, man, I can eat. And it's
Did
gross.
you have to throw out hours of material after you lost weight?
Yeah. I was like, hours of material.
That's why he doesn't do stand-up anymore. He's like, I can't even relate to the angry sauce. I
know,
don't connect to the angry
no
sauce in the same way.
Nobody's buying it.
You could always balloon up again and then be like, hey, I got all these bits I can use. They're back on the table.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm dying again. Now you're gonna love this bit.
Just wear a fat suit.
Yeah.
Do a full makeup process so you come out like fat bastard.
Yeah. Everyone's like, he's back. This sucks. But anyways, I walked off stage and I was so fucking rattled. After 5.5 minutes, I was like, that's my time. Up next, it's my green. Gotta go. And then I left the stage and Greener was walking past me. He's like, shake it off. And I was like, I just sat at the back for 20 minutes, just like Saving Private Ryan style PTSD. Whee! Exactly. What now, sir?
You're holding your arm as you walk off.
Totally.
I did a show for the tattoo convention.
Nice.
So already.
When was this?
This was years ago.
Ooh.
And it was big. It was like this big venue. And
Where was that venue?
it was the Met.
Okay. All right.
And then everyone was like going to go bust to some party. So everyone was like just kind of drinking and talking.
Was this the convention or this was like an after party of the convention?
It was like for the convention. So I don't know if the convention took place there. I think it was like their gala.
Understood.
Yeah. And then this woman had gone up and told this story about needing like getting like her nipple tattooed on because she had had breast cancer surgery. It was like this really emotional thing. And then I went into my joke and like my stuff and it's not working. Everyone's talking and I'm like, yeah, I gotta bring it home with my big closer. And then I forgot there's a line in it where I'm like talking about this guy's telling like some sex story and he's like, she didn't even have weird nipples. And it was like this, it's normally this big punchline, but it was so evident because she had just told this whole nipple story. And I like, when else do I say weird nipples? It's such a
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it until it was out of my mouth, and I was like,
It's a direct attack.
That's the thing about corporate. Even if they say, "Oh, it's clean, you can do whatever you want, you're all good. We're wild dogs here. You can say whatever." You're still doing the bits in real time, 3 seconds ahead in your brain.
you should be.
Yeah.
And it's often too late to be like, "Oh, fuck, it's weird." She didn't even have weird fucking legs.
And then it doesn't make sense.
You have to either choose, like, do I just try for the laugh or do I just eat shit and then be like,
Yeah.
You almost do that. You go legs and then you go, it bombs and you go, sorry, the punchline's nipples.
Yeah.
Right? Like, explain yourself.
Like she didn't even have nice nipples because weird ones are for brave people.
And that's okay. And it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you draw more attention to it.
yeah.
Do you think they ever get weirdos? Like, I'd like to go into one of those people that does cosmetic tattoos like that. Like, people that do nipples, I assume they don't do much else. Like,
The
they
nipple
do nipples
specialist?
or they do eyebrows or they do
Like
whatever.
you gave me guy nipples.
I'd love to go. I'd love to go in and just get 6 of them down my belly like udders. Like, do you guys do them just for fun, or do I
It's
have
like
to
that
have...
sidewalk chalk that's like 3D, so it looks like it's sticking out. Like
That's
that'd
what
be
I
cool.
want. Yeah, I want the fun cosmetic stuff. That's what I want.
You know, it's funny. I actually hosted that tattoo convention one year, and that was a nightmare gig because he's like, "Yeah, we'll pay you $500." First, we signed up the contract. He's like, "Yeah, come down to the shop. We'll pay you half now and half when the gig's done." I'm like, "All right, sounds good." And I hadn't done many gigs, so I was still kind of like, I was like, "Hey, all right, making moves in this town." And I went down to his tattoo shop, and he just like kind of kept me hanging out for like 45 minutes, and nothing was going on. And his dog's running around. He's talking to his family. He's like, "Yeah, all right. So I guess you want you want your money. All right, sounds good." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why you brought me down here." So that was kind of a red flag. And then after 45 minutes, he's like, "All right, there you go." I'm like, "Thank you." It was like going to a drug dealer's house, when you're buying weed or something. He's just hanging out. Except it wasn't even entertaining. It was just a bizarre experience. So then I hosted the event at the Assiniboine Downs, which immediately got off to a bad start because I caught the bus there, but it lets you off at like the perimeter. But but I was like, oh, I'll just walk to the Downs. But it turns out that little stretch, it's like a
walk.
it's like a 45
On
minute
the
walk.
map, it was just a couple inches.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. Yeah, fuck, I should have zoomed in. I'm like, dude, I'm looking at a map of Canada. I'm like, that's it?
I can hoof it.
Yeah. Dude, easy. Cakewalk. I get there. I'm like, I'm like going through across 6 lanes of traffic. I'm like, fuck. Finally, I get to the Downs, and this gig is like a 12-hour gig of me just hanging around, watching tattoos. I have no tattoos. I don't give a shit about tattoos. No disrespect, TK.
I don't do them.
Okay, cool. So
I don't make them.
But anyway,
Your
so
community. They're your community.
it's your culture. So anyways, my job is to read out the announcements and be like, hey, there's another giveaway at Tattoo Booth 8 for a free, chainsaw across the forehead or whatever.
It's for a giveaway,
Yeah.
but they pick the tattoo.
Yeah.
And the place and the
Has to be a
location.
chainsaw, has to be on your throat.
Bum fights on their forehead. You're like, oh, great, sweet.
So it's my job to read out the sponsors and read out the announcements. And I'm reading them out every 15 seconds or whatever. And in between these announcements, I'm talking to the guy who brought all the bugs. There's a guy with bugs there. He's like, yeah,
There's always a bug guy.
There's a millipede, and I'm like, sick. And
He's
then
like, now's my time to
with
shine.
the pins in them.
yeah. So then, but every 5 minutes, the guy who was running this thing would run up to me. He's like, dude, you got to make these announcements, man. People don't know what's going on. And I'm like, all right. So I make the announcements. I made an announcement, and 30 seconds later, he would come up to me. He's like, bro, I'm paying you to do a job. You got to make these announcements. And it was 12 hours of this. And finally, I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I was so pissed off at that gig. I went home. I shaved my head. I Britney Spears style, I shaved my beard off. I was like, I want nothing to do with the man I was at that gig.
Oh, wow.
Showered, scrubbing himself until his skin's raw.
changed your life.
It changed my life.
Yeah.
I was like, that gig was so bad. It was such a waste of my time. Yeah, look at that. I'm going. I went through that Cloverleaf intersection. I was walking
You're
through
on the
there.
side of a clover
Yeah.
leaf. That's amazing. The one I did, there was 2 tattoo conventions.
Yeah.
They were warring.
Yeah,
they
there's
were
two. There's still 2
That's right.
warring ones.
I don't know
One
if that's
sucks.
still like that.
One sucks. One's good. I assume you did the suck one because I like the good one.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I might have done the bad one.
Yeah, you
or
did.
the good
you did
one.
for the sake of this.
okay,
you did.
for the sake of the bit. Yeah.
I did that instead of money. I'm like, just give me a tattoo.
Oh,
Perfect.
sick.
That's what I
Nice.
would. I was just thinking that's what I would do.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
I would
did.
want more money of tattoo value though.
And then I'm like, well, this is my rate, so it's a big tattoo. That's it's fucking huge.
That's what I would do. I'd be like, I want more because if my rate's $1,000, I want a $1,500 tattoo to make up for the fact that I'm taking tattoo instead of
my whole belly is
tat.
snakes.
Like I said, six udders, suckable. I want them suckable too. I don't want them just surface level.
You're like, all right, that's enough snakes. Call it even. Fuck, this hurts.
It's funny to me that tattoo conventions, because you both have been to them, obviously. The cross section of cultures is funny. Where there's always the bug guy.
There's a bug guy.
Who's got the bugs pinned to the right, butterflies and moths, and they're all they're unique ones or colorful ones or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also swords
guy, weapons guy.
Weapons
yeah.
guy.
Blades.
Yeah, blades.
It's
blades.
funny how that's. And
Yeah.
I've never seen. I don't see a ton of people walking around with the swords. Like, nice, I got a tattoo and a sword.
yeah, totally.
It's like a stuffed, you're at the fair and then a sword, a claymore, and a plushie.
Totally, yeah.
I won.
Cool. I got a sniper rifle and a millipede.
I got some shuriken.
I got a box full of 50 cal rounds.
yeah, totally. Surplus Soviet ammo and a scorpion. This convention rules.
Yay.
It's so fun.
So heavy.
At nowhere else you go to, and obviously art is built into the fact that it's a tattoo convention, because at an anime convention or the Comic Con, you'll see a lot of art. So in the world of tattoo conventions, okay, that's built in. So you're naturally going to see a lot of art. But then how is the jump? Yeah, to weaponry and ballistics.
Yeah, I guess they're just like, dude, you know what else is cool? Swords.
Swords is art.
Swords is
No
art.
one's,
Swords
when's the
is
last time
art.
you saw?
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw a sword fight? No one's using
Swords
them.
is like church to me, bro. I've
Actually,
been starting to say that more.
You know, it's a dope show, that Forged in Fire. Did you ever watch that, where the guys had to
I think he was just talking about that before you showed up. Did you hear that?
No.
Whoa, dude, he was literally mentioned that before you
Really?
showed up.
Didn't
Swear
Goldberg
to
host
God.
that show?
Dan
Bill Goldberg?
Our friend Dan Goldberg?
Bill Goldberg was.
Bill
I
Goldberg.
think he did.
I was like, this is
Goldberg.
putting stuff together I didn't even know I liked.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, you put Bill Goldberg in front of a bunch of sword makers?
Yeah.
He tests them by trying to bend them with his hands.
Yeah.
No, they would test them at the end, and then
Well,
they're
they're
like,
hot.
this doesn't slice.
Yeah, they would test it on a pig carcass, and then it'd be like, it will kill. And then, or if it broke in half, they're like, it will not.
It's always a guy
kill.
with a ponytail who's like into blades.
Yeah.
And he like did judo. And then he had like an essay accusation, and now he's into swords, like.
Yeah, sword, you got to have a ponytail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to have something to cut off if you lose your honor.
That was because it is something to do with honor. They're like,
A top notch?
you have to have something to lose. There's got to be stakes of some kind.
Wait, no, but there's a Japanese guy. Oh yeah, that guy.
Is he the best?
And with the 4 guys there, yeah.
Doug
No.
Marqueta, the Japanese guy.
No, different guy. Go up. Yeah, there. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
that's him, dude.
I guess
This is under the category of something
welcome to
I watched.
the Forge Wiki. Every page has a wiki now. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
It's not a Wikipedia page, but it's like a separate wiki
Breakdown.
where all of the Forged by Fire content is contained on this series of pages.
Yeah.
But is it accurate?
Yeah, because these are the true fans that are like, don't listen to Wikipedia. I have a separate page for Bill Goldberg
Nice.
or whatever.
We should check that wiki. This is under the category of shows watched in hotels
Oh,
while
100%.
doing gigs. And
Oh,
you're like,
yes.
okay, this is the only reason I know this exists.
It really is one of the best shows for you're bored, you're killing time, or you're about to fall asleep and you just want mindless brain rot, but all you have is cable television. Forge and Fire rules for that.
No.
They
You're
should
like,
have a
that
brain
bu-
rot channel. They should tailor to that. Like at the hotels, they should have a channel that's like the weary entertainer.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Learning Channel, how they just started like, hey, here's some morbidly obese people. Let's
Yeah.
watch them for 47
Let's watch
minutes.
them roll around, try and get at the sandwich.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
just
look.
throw a sandwich in the middle of the room. Go
Yeah.
get it.
TLC
Grease them up. They grease them up. I'd watch. That's like that would be early 2000s Spike TV show.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I'd love to see Deadliest Warrior back on.
Deadliest heart attack.
Those ladies are so.
It's great. And they,
Deadliest 600-pound arteries.
they have to make it seem, too.
I love that lady.
Whoa,
Man, they look crazy now.
I quote her all the time.
She lost
I
a
paid
lot
my
of
bills.
weight.
My bills is paid. I say that. I say that once a month.
Dude, she lost a lot of weight. You know what's funny
Good
though?
for
They
them.
always have to act like they actually give a shit. So they bring them to the doctor like once an episode, and every episode the doctor's like, "Yeah, you're dying. Like you're still dying." And then they're like, "Oh man," and then they're just like, "Okay, now eat." And then they just film that.
I think there's a thing where they brought her to a doctor, and then her explanation was like, "My mom said just drink some sodies," and like that was medicine for her. So I think you've got to figure out why they got that way.
oh, your heart's feeling weird. Drink your sodies.
That would be tough.
I'd love
get
to
that
tickle
big.
one of those ladies' toes.
What's the fattest you've ever been?
Probably over 300.
Really?
In
What?
retrospect, because when I was like not very
Damn,
three
when I
bills,
was,
TK?
when I was not
Tank?
very big, when I was like
I mean, you're tall, so
well, that's the thing too. So I lose a little bit of BMI overall. But when I was like, even in the last 2 to 3 years, when I was max density, I have to think I was close to 300 because when I started to like
damn.
be like, damn, I got to lose some weight, I was at least 260. And then now I'm about 225 probably. But I have been heavier. So I think I
don't think
probably
you're
had to have
300.
been close
I think
to
your math
300.
is off, dude.
Yeah.
I was at least, well, I know
3 bills is big.
I know I've seen on the scale 260, and I've been bigger than what I looked at on the scale that day, sort of thing.
Okay.
So at least 260 plus.
You're not buying 300.
I'm not buying 3 bills. At my biggest, I was 265-ish.
I've been fatter, dude. I've been fucking fatter than you.
Hey,
I've been fatter than all
pull
you.
up the photos.
Having a fat off. No, dude, I was fatter, dude. I had way fatter
Okay,
organs.
maybe in pure poundage, but I was way unhealthier than you.
Yeah, but like, my cardio was worse.
yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
I drank no water.
You
Yeah.
ain't fat. You ain't fat.
You ain't
You ain't
fat.
nothing.
My bills is paid. Yeah. My bills is paid.
No, I think I got to 252-ish around there. And then the main red flag was in the shower, having a hard time reaching all the places. I was like, holy shit, dude.
That's just
To not
flexibility.
be able
I
to
can't
reach.
reach.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
can't
reach some
reach.
places.
What's that?
You're not supposed to reach some places.
That's what your girlfriend
As a
is
man,
for.
that's exactly it. The biology is made so that if you don't have a girlfriend by a certain age, you're actually supposed to have a stinky ass. If you can't reach it, that's you're supposed to get a girlfriend to clean that for you.
Yeah,
I bought a back scratcher recently.
Yeah.
For those hard to reach places.
Yeah. Back scratcher, yeah, that works.
That technology is still the same. It's just a wood thing with a little hook. So good.
You know what they got to improve is back shaving technology.
Oh,
They still
tell me.
haven't,
Oh, now we're preaching to the choir. Oh, come on.
They haven't
You ever
mastered
try
that.
Nair?
Yeah.
Nair?
No.
It's that stuff that melts your fur off.
Oh boy, it does it. If you've ever seen it in
Chemical
action,
burn?
maybe never used it, but it like you put it on your hair or whatever. Like you've seen that in pranks. They put it on someone's pillow,
It, like,
and
melts
they
their
lift
hair.
their head up and straight up like you're bald. It melts the shit off your head.
Really?
Yeah.
Nair.
Yeah.
They're like, no
Nair.
shaving.
Ladies, I think it's for like legs, typically like arms, maybe a little bit on your mustache.
Yeah, that's a straight chemical burn.
It is.
Okay.
It can be for sure. It for sure can
Nair
be.
versus Veet. You know, I got my back waxed late summer,
Nice.
and that was probably the worst bang for buck experience I've ever had in my goddamn life.
That's the thing about backs wax. There's no shot at a happy ending.
No.
So it's not even like you can't be like,
Did it
now I gotta
last?
flip over.
Did it last? Like, was your skin all fucked up?
No,
after?
that's the thing. It didn't even really last. I was like, okay, the pain is worth it because I'll go like a month without having to shave, and like it was. First of all, 10 out of 10 pain. Like I haven't felt pain like that since my liver exploded. All right. Like it was insane, dude. I was sitting there and I was like shaking and sweating. I was like, holy shit. And she's just like, so how's your day? And I had to tell her at one point, I was like, can we just stop the small talk for a bit? I need to focus up here. And she's like, not a problem. And she just kept going and it just wouldn't stop. And I was like, okay. After it was all done, I was like, all right. And then I was like leaving and I was so shocked. I had PTSD that I'm like, I bent down to pick my to put my shoes on or whatever. I lost my balance. I fell back into the bench and she was like, are you okay? I'm like,
lightheaded?
I'm fine. I was like sweating. I walk out there like a week later. I'm getting like stubble. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like with acne to boot because like
Your
my skin
follicles
got,
are all
it's all
ripped up.
fucked up. I
Jesus.
was like, that is the worst experience.
You gotta try sugaring. I think
life.
that's why.
And that's another thing. It costs like $200.
No, shut up. You pay
Yeah.
too much.
Jesus.
This says 40 to 70. You got fucking mauled.
Full back wax plus arms plus shoulders.
You did arms and shoulders?
Yeah, I got this upper arm done because I wanted to go to the beach.
Your
You got the little arm
arms. I
fro.
thought you meant like your forearms.
No, yeah, not the forearms.
Smooth as a seal.
Right down to your wrist.
You're like, I wanted to go fast on the water slides.
I'd love to see a Greek guy wax straight down to his wrist just so he's wearing fucking boxing gloves.
Going to Fun Mountain. Do it good.
I'm trying to get my money's worth at the water park.
But that's another thing. Like I was like, I'm going to take because this was for Seattle. I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm going to want to take my shirt off when we go to the beach. I couldn't take my shirt off because like my back was covered in acne now as my skin repaired itself.
Sure.
So I was like, this is worse than the hair. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
I gotta try sugar. I was thinking about. I'd love to talk to like a sugaring person to just see like how often do you hear Kelly Clarkson in a day? You know,
Yeah.
Sugar mama.
That was like the 9/11 of the sugaring industry. I'm sure.
What?
Steve Carell in 40 Day Virgin or whatever.
Oh,
40
sure. Yeah.
And he goes, oh, Kelly Clarkson.
It really was like that. To be fair, though, the person who did give me the back, she was nice. She's a pro, and she was great. But
I think they gotta be because people that are coming to you,
Yeah.
I'm sure you get some perverts, but for the most part, they're people that are like, oh, I'm kind of self-conscious about can you take my shit off? And they have to be like, respectful and professional.
Yeah.
They're not like pumped to see you when you walk in the door. There's no way.
I bet they're an easy job though. Like outside, barring the fact that they might be like, this might be a pervert.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure once the job is done and you're not, they're like sick, easy client,
Yeah,
all
back
day.
not taint. Like, let's be real. But it's like, is it like, do you think they see you walk in? They're like, ooh, I get to flex my skills. We're doing an engine rebuild on this classic
overhaul.
Yeah. Or is it they're like, oh, it's my whole day's shot and we're going to use all the chemical.
yeah, that
Yeah.
might be. But
No, I think it's easy.
Maybe they get.
I think it's like a buzz cut for them.
Maybe they get a little joy from inflicting pain because you're right. Unlike a massage, it never really gets. It's not relaxing or sensual. Like no one's crossing any boundaries.
I don't think
at
a
the
massage should be
sugaring place.
sensual either.
Well, that's true too. That's very true
That's what
too.
I mean for back. If there's guys that are coming in being like, I want my balls sugared, then immediately I'd be like, all right, here we go.
Yeah,
I would
but
just probably not do it.
you
If
wouldn't
I
be
was like
like-
a lady and I was sugaring or waxing, I would just be like, I don't do balls and cocks.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else, you fucking
There's like
deviants.
one guy in town that does them. You're like, oh, great.
Well, that's what I would do. I'd be like, go see fucking Tony. He does them, and you know what? He's gonna
Yeah.
get a kick out of it. So how do you feel now? You fucking
He's in Little
Gary,
Italy.
how's
He's
your
like a
schedule?
barber, you know, like
he's doing fades.
he's got a
balls
leather
and
strap. You're like, Jesus.
He's talking politics. He was like, yeah, that's the thing about
Get
ice.
a nice hot towel on there.
Yeah.
He's
Little
got four guys,
aftershave.
little quartet singing in the corner. That's the good stuff. I like, I'd do it. When my brother got his whole front tattooed, he went and got sugared in advance to spare his tattoo artist having to shave his whole
a
body.
little bic?
Yeah, with a little bic, exactly. And I guess in that sense, spared himself the full body razor burn, but
Yeah.
smart.
Is hair back yet?
Hair?
Like hairy bodies?
I think
Are we going
I think
back to
it's-
90s smooth?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
No, I think so.
Yeah.
like a Peter Sellers. Is that the right guy?
Peter Sellers?
Yeah. Throw him on the
Inspector
screen.
Clouseau.
He's got a cool. He seems like a guy that would be
Columbo?
like a hot like dad, like a like a ugly fat guy, basically.
Peter Sellers.
my
No,
movie-
he was
speaking-
Pink
that's
Panther.
not who. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
who I'm
okay.
thinking of at all.
Thinking of Columbo. I bet that guy had a hairy hog.
He does have a mustache, but he's not. That's the kind of guy girls like. Just kind of like a
People were really back into that type.
Columbo style.
Yeah,
guy.
that guy. An old alcoholic with a loose
and
tie.
another thing, I come a little bit more. And one more thing, and I come a little bit.
Go to the body sugaring place. Give me the Columbo.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
don't know
good.
who that
And
is.
one more thing. I'm just.
How do we bring up Nair? Let's put a bow on that.
Yeah.
How did Nair come up?
Very special guest today. Let's keep all that in.
Yeah.
Very special guest. It's Jordan Welwood.
Hey,
We did do that.
You did do
We
that.
did do that, but Tim's saying more like, what's Jordan all about? How did you? Jordan has been featured on Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud network,
Dude, how was
which might
that?
be defunct.
So that was
The first white guy to ever
I've
be
never
featured
seen
on
it. It was. I won the contest, a contest in the Sirius XM, whatever the hell. Oh, yeah. And then, so as part of the runner-up, if you got runner-up, you got to come back to record a set at Just for Laughs. The year that they were doing that, they were funneling everybody into this Kevin Hart thing. So he's like, I'm a mogul. I'm starting my own comedy network.
He was trying to be Keenan Thompson.
It was called the LOL Network. Yeah. So they were literally bringing in like anybody. So I just got funneled
say
into
that.
that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, they needed content. They were just like, he's gonna start his own streaming service or something.
Okay, all
and
right.
then so I had prepared like a clean Canadian set, and then they're like, no, it's whatever, anything goes. And then I was like, don't switch it up. I'm like, stick to what you did.
Weird nipples.
So I did this, yeah. So I did this set, and then it was recorded, and then I never saw it. And then I think because you couldn't get it in Canada, like it was like VPN.
Oh, sure. It was like
Yeah.
Tubi, where it was on an app and it was tucked
Yeah.
behind. It was a digital network. It wasn't so much
Yeah.
a physical. You can't click it on.
Oh, like American Netflix, Hulu type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it wasn't like the pop sodas for Just for Laughs thing that I thought it was going to be. It was this Kevin Hart thing, and then that I got tagged in something like 8 years later, and it was like, when people like steal a clip and then they like a bot.
Yeah.
It was like that, and then like it was like Southern ladies being like, "Oh Lord, this boy needs Jesus." Like those are the comments, and I was like, "Well, I guess this exists." Like I never watched it.
And it found its market.
Yeah. So that's whatever. Maybe it's big in the States. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Would you say that impacted your career more or less than a Comedy Now special would have?
It's cool because I can say I did Kevin Hart's LOL and it sounds like something.
Yeah,
That's what it's
hell
That
about.
is true. I
Yeah.
think that is one of the more valuable things in comedy is just having a thing that sounds like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Or
most
a
crowds
clip
don't know
that's
who you
shot
are.
well,
There's a dozen comics that a general crowd would know who you are. I think about that sometimes. When someone's in town doing something else and we're hosting at Rumors, I think, what if they came by and they did a spot? And then I think about like introducing them and being like, I play this all out in my head. I'm psychotic, right? But like being given a note and be like, oh, no way. Okay. All right. Hey, give it up for so-and-so. And then the crowd being like, who? Still kind of a little bit like, I don't know. Unless it's Chappelle or Louis, I don't know who really anyone is.
Yeah.
I put zero energy into trying to get people to know who I am. So I can't
That's
be
smart.
disappointed.
No.
I can't be like, I haven't cared. And it's only in the last like year where I'm like, maybe I should try that a little bit.
Yeah.
I should probably be able to sell some tickets. But it's like,
It's
if you
hard.
don't care,
No.
like you got to put energy into it.
It's still, and we're like 12, 13, 14, 15 years in. It's still cringe to me to market myself at all.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing. I still think like, ugh.
It's part of it. It's part of it.
But TK is kind of right. The majority of the public, they don't really know comics unless you're like a Louis J. So it could be like the greatest comedy hero in our minds, but we'd be like, guess who's here? It's Cole Schrader. And everyone's like,
Dude, great pull.
who's that? Is that a name?
That's a great name.
Okay, great.
Some guy named, there's probably a comic
That's
named
an
Cole
unbelievable
Schrader.
name,
He's like,
dude.
what the fuck are these?
I really like that.
Yeah, get in the comments if you're Cole Schrader.
Cole Schrader, lifetime tickets for you, pal.
He's like, fuck, finally, dude.
Yeah.
Cole Shredder, even better name.
Shredder is dope.
Cole Shredded Cabbage.
Cole is just bringing up coleslaw recipes.
Nice.
Because it's combining Cole and Shredder and cabbage.
There's no one named Cole
good
Schrader.
stuff.
Yeah.
No one of note.
Cole
Instead of
Shredder.
Carrot Top, it's Coleslaw Head.
Slaw Boy comes out just covered in cream.
Slaw
I'm,
Boy.
I'm creamy, dude.
You get some slaw. You get some slaw.
Sweat slaw.
Carrot Top's fucking jacked.
Yeah,
That happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I know, but like he looks like a mutant, man. He's crazy.
Yeah, I did think that's funny in Kumail Nanjiani's new special. He says, I was the first guy. Everyone made fun of me for getting into shape because he got jacked for that Eternals movie, and then it flopped, and people were like, haha. And he's saying, I'm the first person people got made fun of for getting jacked. But it's like, no, man, we made fun of Carrot Top.
That happened to me too. People are like, whoa, cool it. Well, with the pecs.
We get it with the mass.
With the fucking,
I'm bulking. I'm bulking. I'm
Bulking
bulking.
face.
I keep saying that. I'm bulking.
Yeah. But yeah, you've been doing comedy for a minute, and I think for years now, pretty unanimous that you're probably the funniest dude in Winnipeg.
Oh, dude. That's
Honestly, no, and that's
not
not
a-
just me.
That's just make
the
people
truth.
annoyed.
Everyone but the
You
Uniter.
said that.
I know.
They're
totally.
like, fuck that guy.
No,
Yeah.
no, but it's true.
I
You
appreciate
can
the nice
disagree
words,
with it.
Tyler. Thank you.
Uniter didn't say that, though.
Also, like when the qualifier of Winnipeg always hurts.
Well, it does.
This guy's the funniest guy in Poughkeepsie.
dude.
Well,
Go to
no,
any.
obscure
But
city.
then Poughkeepsie could go toe-to-toe with a lot of cities, too, though.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah,
like, by virtue of being the top comic in Winnipeg, you're also there for
There's no-
better than many other cities, too.
Go to any of the Kildonans. This guy is king.
When the comics do the whole like ranking, like it's sports,
Yeah.
it's so funny. It's like
The comedy
Paul
power
used to do
rankings.
that where power rankings, like who's rated what, like it's like NHL.
The thing is, I'm so insecure that that mattered to me. I was just like,
I want to be the
best.
best. I want to be the best comic with no internet footprint.
Yeah,
That's my goal. The most off-grid, funniest off-grid comic.
Dude, those guys are going to be huge. You know who's another big off-grid guy is Kyle Kinane. When he came back, he was talking about he doesn't do the reels. He's not on the gram.
He's got a following.
He's not and he's just
You
going
got
around
the old
doing
school.
gigs.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's great.
So what else you want to know? TK.
Was your Just for Laughs experience pleasant?
Yeah.
You did that, and what else?
Just for laughs. So that was I got to go. There was a Sirius XM contest that they used to do in this country.
And the finals were at Just for Laughs.
Yes. Yeah. So I went twice. I went in 2013 and then I went in 2015. And then the 2015 one I got me and
Sorry to interrupt, but you're not totally off grade. You got an AI rundown here.
Hey.
AI knows who you are, man. That's pretty good.
AI. Nice.
And that's a pretty good rundown.
Yeah. No, there's stuff. I've done stuff. I'm not Johnny self-deprecating.
Yeah,
here.
okay, all right. Just
I've done
I'm
some
letting
stuff.
the people know.
My thing is, I feel like every year, if you're doing something like cool, like new or of note, then that's kind of the thing I've been trying to do.
Yeah, one thing a year.
Yeah, or
That's
like
reasonable.
like 1 year before the pandemic, I got to open for Dave Attell and Jeff Ross.
Yeah.
That's
And
When they're
crazy.
bumping mics.
Not just like hosting, like doing time, which was huge.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a feather. So every year, if there's a feather, that's kind of the
You killed it
Good
at Great Outdoors.
that's been huge. That's
That
been
was a huge
amazing.
one.
Yeah, that's a highlight for sure. That was wild.
Yeah, so
But just for laughs, yeah, it was. I got to go because of this contest, right? And then you're there, you got a performer pass, you're part of the fest, but you couldn't really hop on stuff. And then the 1 year I was with Aisha, our friend Aisha, and I just kind of followed her around like a puppy dog,
Hell yeah.
and like she's like very talented and just has that personality that everyone loves.
Social butterfly.
And then like so
Not-
people would be coming up to her being like, "Who's this?" Like she's famous.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, I was on Degrassi," and then they're like Drake, you know. And then I was
shit.
like, just kind of hanging out in the back. Yeah. I went to some parties and stuff, but it was great. It was fine.
Yeah,
I
just
think I did a
laughs
good job.
has changed.
I didn't like. No one was like. Ivan Decker said he's like before you go. He's like, don't think it's going to be like someone's going to see me like this kid's a star, and then like we need to make him. It's like just go. It's not going to change anything. Just have fun.
Yeah, that's
so
a
it was
great
really
point.
good advice. And it's like I went and I did a good job. I didn't eat shit.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I cared about. And
it has changed in that way that it literally used to be. And you've heard this mentioned ad nauseum by comics that it's like you would go and if you crushed, you would leave with a check or a holding deal or a sitcom deal. Or I saw a clip of Roy Wood Jr. talking recently about a comic that was, I can't remember the name of the comic. He had a nickname. He's Chicken or fucking Slinger or some shit like that. But he was like, this guy went to Montreal, crushed so hard on the first night that HBO or someone gave him a check to go home. They're like, just leave right now because we don't want you being seen by other networks.
Leave now without a fuss.
We just want to cash you out now, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like that's how crazy it used to be.
See, I'm so naive that I thought that would happen to me back at the Cavern over there with John B. Duff Sunday night. And I was like, one day these scouts are going to come check out my 4-minute bit on Oprah. But like, there was no scouts there. It was Banana Pants Lady. And fucking, that other lady who remember that one
pill addict.
What's that?
That's a catch-all term for the people who were at these places.
Remember that one lady that used to show up
in an octopus suit?
She used to show up.
Octopus hat.
Octopus lady.
Octomom.
Oh, there was octopus hat, wasn't there?
Yeah, at the Cavern. She was a nightmare.
She's like, I got this hat. I'm going to turn it into a comedy career.
Yeah.
A lot of people come to comedy with funny hats. They're like,
silly hat.
This is all I need. I got this hat here, and the rest
Can you believe
will...
this thing?
Can you believe I chose to put this fucking hat on my head?
What's going on? And I'm walking down the street. People are like, what?
They're like, what? Why you got that hat on? That you chose to put on your head.
Blows the lights by 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But no, there's that one lady who used to she'd like come in like weird costumes. I think she was a meth head. She used to come in like a latex maid outfit or like just weird cosplay shit. And then one day she was at the King's Head, and then she just belted out the N-word like multiple times. Remember?
As soon as she was dressed like an anime demon.
Exactly.
And then she started yelling the N-word.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
And people were kind of tolerating her because her like boobs were out. And then as soon as people were like, "Oh, she's crazy," it's like, how did you not see that beforehand?
No.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah.
It's funny. It works in reverse for women, where it's like if your boobs are out, it kind of makes people go, "Oh, she's not crazy." They'll push back the fact that you're crazy if your boobs are out.
Eccentric.
But if you're a man, and your cock's out, immediately you go, "That's crazy."
Yeah.
If you're
So it's an
walking around
interesting
with the-
Put that
dichotomy.
away.
If
It increases it.
Yeah.
That happens
You
in
got a
comedy,
big
though, what you were
bulge.
describing, where early on it's the Dunning-Kruger effect, where early on you're like, I'm the best at this. I figured it out immediately. Oh my God, I can't believe I cracked this and no one else has because I'm the king of comedy. And now now that you're enough years in, you see that with younger comics posting online being like, oh, things are about to change for your boy.
It's also
Look out this year because things are about to be different. And you're like, nah, they're going to be the same for another decade.
Yeah, you don't want to be old, but like I'm like, okay, like I got into GFL and like not because they were like, we choose you, Pokemon. They were like, I snuck in on a technicality, but it went good. And then it's like, there's still comics I know who are like older road comics who just never got to go. So it's like, it's great that I got to go and I got that little feather in the cap, which is dope. What was I going to say? I learned that early on. We were at the Cavern and Steve Patterson, host of The Debaters, was in town. Everyone's like, "Oh, Steve Patterson! Oh, get your good set, like get your good set." And I'm like, okay, best case scenario, what's going to happen? He's going to even watch the thing and say, "Hey, that was funny, right? That was pretty funny." Or like there's no world where he's like, I gotta take time out of my day to make this kid a star.
Cancel my 12 o'clock.
Exactly.
I've got
There's no
things.
like best case scenario is someone you like or someone who's doing stuff. Even watches it and then says something nice. That's the best case scenario.
Yeah, totally. No one really.
Who's
no
gonna
one gives
go
a
out of their
shit
way?
about anyone else. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
still working on their own career. But
Yeah.
Now, there's two instances of Pete Holmes being nice to people from Winnipeg. I understand you have a story.
Yes. Yeah.
And then also that when our friend Mike Green was there to do his New Faces set, the venue was ablaze. The fire alarm went off and they had to evacuate everyone.
Yeah.
So Mike was like, oh no, I'm not going to get to do my New Faces set. This sucks.
Yeah.
And Pete, who was headlining down the road or whatever, graciously heard about it and was like, bring them here. I'll host. I'll give up my show. They can,
Yeah.
I'll just host and they can all do their thing.
Totally.
So very nice of him to do that. But then you also interacted with him at Just for Laughs too.
Yeah, so that's the 2015, the contest, which is like so long. It was like 10 years ago.
Man, that's insane.
So
dude.
I'm like, back when I won the Rookie of the Year in high school football.
Yeah, man, we went to
That's back when that's back when a white boy could get a little motion in this industry still. You know?
without resorting to
Not anymore.
dirty tactics. So like I did the contest or whatever, but it was like stacked with all these like big Canadian headliners. I'm like, I'm not going to win. I pulled bullet. I had to go first.
Oh,
That's always
shit.
what happens.
That spot.
So I'm like, oh yeah, pressure's off. So then I just had a good set, and then he was doing a show in the same venue after the contest portion for the Canadian thing. So they're like, oh, be a judge, and then so he was a judge, and then he liked my set, so he pushed for me to get the runner up.
Oh, hell yeah.
So then the lady who ran Just for Laughs was like, oh, come, he wants to meet you. And then he's like, oh, yeah, you can come open my shows. I'm doing a couple shows the next day. So I went for lunch with him, and then he let me open his shows. And he was like, oh, this is what he kind of broke down what it was like in the judging thing.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was really cool of him. So yeah, he's a cool call. And he was talking about the show crashing. So he's like, oh, I'm working on this thing with Judd Apatow. And then I awkwardly was like, well, if you need like a goofy Canadian, like just, and
he's like, we don't.
And then, but then he immediately went into like, oh, well, we do, because like people must actually genuinely
they do
ask
that.
him. I'm like, no, like,
Yeah.
I'm not an actor. Like I'm not, I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah,
like,
I have nothing
you,
to offer.
Yeah, I'm not asking you for anything. But he was super chill and super nice. And then same thing that when Nate Bargatze had come through Rumors.
Right.
So he remembered me and I did a thing. And then I kind of bummed around with him. He's like, oh, you want to go to this thing? I'm going here next. Like,
Yeah.
So super just, I think those guys, like they're the people who they're comfortable. They're not, they're part of the thing. They know what it's like. If they think you're funny, then they'll be nice.
Yeah.
Like, it's very rare you meet a dickhead. It's like an insecure comic is somewhere on the bottom or in the middle. You know what I mean? Where they,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these people who are doing well, like
Yeah.
they pay their bills. They don't give a shit.
No.
Their bills is paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're pretty nice about it.
They bills is paid.
Yeah.
And they'll remember
Yeah.
you a little bit to some, like, it's important to network. That's how I am with David Lucas now. Like,
No.
he said next time he comes through, like, we can harass minorities together. Like, we can do.
Yeah, totally.
I wouldn't remember me. Like if you were in fucking some town, would you remember you?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
exactly.
yeah. So it's a nice. You're like, oh, okay, but you don't want to be guy where he's like, are we friends? I just say my thing with like someone famous who I like. I'm like, say as little as possible because you won't say something dumb,
Yeah, exactly.
and then I don't talk to them or
That's
get a
smart.
photo,
I get maybe that's why it's
That's smart.
and then no one knows it happened.
Just tell them about it.
Yeah,
That's kind of cooler. Like I heard recently someone was mentioning in Peripheral on a podcast I was listening to some story about Joe Rogan killing a mountain lion or something. And they were like, he's never even told that story. Like other people just tell it because they're like, holy shit, I can't believe he's never said that. It's
Is
cooler
it
to
was
not tell
illegal.
the cool story. That could be part of it. It was like, oh yeah, the lion wasn't even a threat. It was sleeping. He snuck up behind it, rear naked, choked it.
he was in a pen.
yeah. He went to the zoo and just shot it.
Yeah, it was a child. It was a baby mountain lion.
Yeah. No, it was just his cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made a pair of gloves out of it.
Yeah, that's probably a bad. I don't know if that's a bad attitude or not. Like,
I feel like that's good because I mean, maybe it's a little. It hurts our career if we would be a little grimier, a little more like
Grubby?
a little grubbier. Grubby is a perfect word for that. To do that, but I can't stand that star fucking bullshit. Yeah, and we see it all the time. But when like anyone with like a modicum of fame rolls into town, and not to say not shitting on anyone, but like there's people they're like a magnet and they go after it. And sometimes it's done well because it's like, oh shit, he's in town. I want to hang out with him because I'm a big fan. But other time it's like, man, maybe he can get me something, and it's it gets weird.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's also on the other end. It's like I'm too cool to get excited about stuff.
True.
That I'm like I
True.
try to strike the balance, but it's hard. Where
I'm closer to that
like
end.
who is it? Me and Nightingale were talking about like merch, and like I just out of laziness have never sold merch.
Yeah.
And then I found out how much my buddy was making, and I'm like, well, now at this point we have to be like, I don't sell. I don't sell merch. I'm too cool for it. It's like, no, it's just because I was
selling-
why aren't I doing it? Like,
Yeah,
I should sell it
exactly.
and make it fun.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, now I got to be cunty artist.
Now a merch
Yeah.
guy.
I'm like, yeah. Oh, you do that? Oh, you do. Fucking snarky.
That's what I do. You make so much. There's been nights where I'm like, I made more money on merch than I did getting paid from the show.
Yeah.
So like, they just want to give you. They want to tip you.
Yeah.
But
So
the
you
joke
might as well
was, it's
have-
like we're doing it just because we haven't done it.
Yeah,
So
no,
like, I
we're-
guess we'll just take we're too cool for it.
It's not an artistic stance. We're lazy.
No. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. We're very lazy.
Well, this
me.
week we're going to talk about as far as the lore goes.
The lore. What time are we at?
We're bringing it towards the end. We got
50?
we got
Dude, time's flying with
Hey.
you.
10,
Goddamn.
10 minutes
We
to
got the gift of gab,
and what a gift
End
it is.
podcast.
I wish I could re-gift it, aka a big blabber fucking mouth. He doesn't shut his yapper. That's my
The gift of gab.
the gift of autism.
Rewind to us body sugaring someone's balls for 20 minutes.
Get some graphic AI footage.
We're gifted.
We all three of us got hairy pelts,
We do.
high testosterone, high T,
It is.
or like a bunch. You can make a beaver hat out of our.
I did
bodies.
see a man making a hat out of felt the other day, which is just sheep's like dreads. Like you make dreads out of sheep wool, basically. And so I could do that with my body hair. I think
Man,
I don't want to, but I could.
wool is moisture wicking. I don't know if that's true. Less microbials.
Oh, my body certainly.
Merino
isn't.
wool.
My chest hair gets sweaty.
I wear an undershirt every day of my life
Smart.
because if I don't on stage, I get the top of my gut sweats.
I like to get
big
that. I like to
time,
get
right
that so
here.
they know that I'm working hard.
The old championship belt.
Yeah.
Right here.
It's true.
Heavyweight champ.
If I eat like a little bit of Frank's hot sauce, the crown of my head sweats profusely.
Oh, yeah.
And then this part's like weird parts of my body sweat.
Yeah.
They're trying to cool down.
My body doesn't know how to regulate. My fingers are freezing.
My outside of my arm's all sweaty.
Yeah, I don't know if this is actually going to be a succinct enough resume for me, a man who doesn't know anything about the general strike, the Winnipeg General strike.
It's such a Winnipeg story because we're like, we don't want to work.
It's cold out.
It's in our
Fuck this.
bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on the heels of the First World War in 1918, which is, of course, at the time was known as the Great War. They didn't pre-label it the
They
First
didn't
World
think
War.
there was going to be a second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they called it the Great War, and it was great because of how many French people were killed. That's why they called it that.
Okay, you've gone back to back now. The Georges St. Pierre, now that French dig. We got to ease up on the Quebecois.
They can take it.
Well,
gonna
my
come after
bloodline
us.
persists despite the fact that they killed 30% of Frenchmen in the Great War. My bloodline, the strongest one. Therefore, I am here. That explains him, basically.
Georges St. Pierre doing history.
we get a lot
class.
of grant money, so I feel like that comes with some ribbing.
That's true. Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah, in fact, the more I read this, the more I realize that ChatGPT has really done a horrible job of. It really waxed poetic about this strike. We've asked it to just in 3 paragraphs give us, the story of the general strike so that we can riff upon it with our boys. And it said, "Boy, tensions rose." And the streets became the battlefield, and then in the aftermath, the movement was crushed.
Yeah, but it kicked it off. It kicked it off across the country.
Sure, but it doesn't include that. Like, I've learned nothing
That's what's cool about it.
about ChatGPT or
No,
about the strike.
About the strike.
Okay,
Strike's a big deal.
yeah, sure.
What was the strike about?
That's what I mean. Like, they're just saying that the factories were and the wage, which I guess is anything. Usually, it's wage disputes, right? It's a matter of. Yeah, they're unhappy with low wages and poor working
Look, they
conditions.
wanted
now we're
they
cooking
wanted-
30,000 workers on strike. This meant they stopped working. now they're really dumbing it down.
It was over.
now they're talking to me like an asshole.
They wanted to work from home, and back then there was no computers, so it was highly contentious.
Yeah, totally. You can't blacksmith from home.
You can't work remotely in a salt mine.
Yeah. I like that though. Every maybe 100 years or so, everybody gets together and they're like, they did the man brings it to the point where it eventually gets so shitty that it takes one thing where we just burn a bunch of shit and we're like, that's enough. And they're like, all right.
Is this the first ever strike though? Like, I
get
need to
General strike
contextualize.
it's multiple different industries and businesses coming together for
Oh,
like
so
general
Canada
worker strike.
Post and also
And
the
like factory
plumbers.
workers and
Oh,
Did you guys go to school?
flooded the streets. Yeah, but they mostly taught me how Louis Riel was like a bad guy.
They taught me. I had like a Louis Riel. Like everyone has a Louis. Like anyone who's French is like related to him. Yeah. And I heard I remember one teacher being like, "Hey, here's the story of Louis Riel. He was a hero. He's like a folk hero who carved out this space." And then there was another teacher who was like, "The guy who caught him was the hero, and they hung him for treason." It was like a very balanced.
Yeah,
like the federal agent who tracked him down when he was all syphilitic and insane.
He was the greatest hero.
So there was two schools of thought back in the day.
He did go nuts.
I think it's more he's a hero now.
They didn't include that. They did not include in my education the part where he checked himself into the mental ward for a while.
So I got some family history involved with this.
In the strike?
Yeah. So, and I don't know if you could even try and look this up, Timbo. So my great, I don't know if it's 2 greats or 3 greats. His name was F.J. Welwood.
Look up Jordan Welwood's 4 great.
Yeah. Right? Was related to me. My family goes very far back in this province.
Opened up for Pete Holmes, senior.
The story that I heard through my family was that he owned the box factory or whatever where the cop got shot that kicked off the general strike.
Top one. The Jewish community. Get real.
That's a great article about my distant relative because it basically says it says he wasn't
immediately viruses.
That Jewish article is like he wasn't an anti-Semite.
Oh,
so do any of you have records of your great grandpa not being an anti-Semite?
I do not. Those records
cool. I think Benji cleared us on a recent episode.
Yeah,
of being anti-Semitic.
He doesn't have that power.
So wait, sorry. So what did your great grandpa do? Yeah, let's talk about
the story I heard through my brother. Someone did some research. Was that he was like the bourgeoisie at the time? Like he was owned some sort of factory where a cop got shot. That's kicked off the violence of the general strike.
Oh,
yeah. It was that or he lived in a box and got shot by a cop. I can't remember. That's the joke I tell.
You tell the joke. I've done that. You tell the joke and then you go, I can't remember what the actual truth was now that I've been joking about it for so long.
Yeah. He was some sort of, see?
There's no evidence that Welwood was anti-Semitic.
Thank you very much. We are cleared in the Jewish Tribune.
Wait, this article's from 2015. This is about you.
No. Ancient, Manitoba lore, this guy.
Yeah.
He's related because he's got 1 L.
Yeah,
nice.
Big time.
And none of that money made it down the generations.
No.
It was squandered at some point.
Squandered on the lawyers.
Pretty quickly.
Because it looks like at some point someone called Henry Yonker comes into play. Another guy called the King of Chaos comes in. So I think our boy Welwood got shuffled out in the madness here somewhere.
Yeah. But there was a connection there to the strike. At some point,
Welwood received 905 votes.
That's the thing about. Can I say about history and genetics and DNA and lineage? They've really weaponized it in a way where you're like, I'd love to know what my great grandfather, what his enlistment records were, or whatever. And they go, oh yeah, we found him. $7.
And then you're like,
fuck off.
It says here he's 35% Norwegian elk hound. I don't trust these DNA.
My grandpa's part Shih Tzu? That can't be right. So anyway, man, what a good strike it was. It
was a hot strike.
Here's some important
Bloody
info.
Sunday.
Bloody Saturday.
Bloody Saturday.
Sunday was another good.
They charged a demonstration resulting in injuries and deaths. So I think it might have been. Ask it where the Bloody Sunday violence took place.
Yeah, and tell me if it has anything to do with the song. Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Bloody Saturday. Sorry, it's Bloody Saturday.
That's what U2 was writing about. They're writing about Winnipeg.
Yeah, they're writing about Welwood's great.
Bloody Saturday.
June 21st. Oh, on the solstice?
I was near City Hall.
How dare they?
Never mind.
Yeah, they called in the RCMP, beat the protesters.
Well, it's very relevant to what's happening now.
It kind of is, but I will say though, this is a one strike. It's really good. This is like an average Tuesday in Ireland. Like even today,
they're like just shillelaghs and
yeah, exactly.
Keep me walking. Don't look at the sky, and they whap you.
You know not of the troubles.
The troubles. Oh, the wee troubles.
What's
your back? Do you have any famous people of note?
Kotowski, what is that, Polish?
Yeah, we're Polish.
They changed it from an even more Polish sounding name.
I don't.
Kotowski.
Kotowskiewicz.
It could have been my grandfather, my dad's dad, that is, went to jail, and then he changed his name when he came out for us to be a new man.
When he snuck out.
Oh.
Yeah. No, they freed him after he's Ponzi scheming or whatever it was. I don't even know.
The white collar crime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fred J. Welwood actually played an important role in the events surrounding the general strike. He was a journalist, editor, and supporter of organized labor.
Oh, so he tried to get I think he tried to get like a newspaper off the ground.
He was the editor of Western Labor News.
It's literally like that crazy guy from that Andrew Garfield show. He kept saying he has a newspaper. Back then, if you had a printing press, you were in the media game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you were in there.
Look, he was a scoundrel. They said because of his outspoken support for labor, he became a target after the strike ended, and he was arrested and charged with seditious libel, accused of using his newspaper to promote unrest and undermine the government.
Dude, you should kick this up again
There you go.
and sell it as merch at your
And now
comedy show.
ask it this: say, was he anti-Semitic?
Nope.
It's going to say there was no evidence.
There was no evidence, but all indications point to strong yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the media was on his side.
Fred was his first name.
What'd you put, Frank?
Probably the coolest Fred you've ever heard of.
Flintstone? Get real.
That's a good question.
Yabba dabba do, buddy.
Still a labor
Fred
guy.
Flintstone's
Both
way
labor
cooler.
guys.
This is a good question, it says. Oh no. See, that's why that article by the Jewish,
Because they tried to say he was?
media, people did try to say he was. But that's why that's important context that the Jewish newspaper said, no. We got our boys back.
Now I'm calling BS. That sounds like the man trying to take him down and discredit him.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
buying
thinking.
it.
That's what I'm thinking based on him trying to support the workers. But who knows? He could have been a voracious anti-Semite.
I mean, he probably didn't use appropriate language. I don't think anyone did back then.
Yeah, 1918, get real.
Yeah.
No shot.
That's sick though, man.
It was a term of endearment. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. There's some history. There's a connection there to this
It's a connection, and that's one of Winnipeg's biggest things that we've done. Everybody knows about the strike. And short answer, yes.
This is fake news. Get it out of here.
Yeah, ChatGPT, go away.
We should have never asked.
Look, you try dealing with these folks.
We're not here to besmirch.
Look, the Jewish Tribune says otherwise.
Honestly, that's the evidence we need right now is the Jewish Tribune. That's good stuff, man. Well, see, sometimes you find stuff you don't want to find.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that cost us $3.
I'm like, oh yeah, our family goes far back in this town. Yeah.
No, hell yeah. No, you got a lot of you got strong roots here.
Yep, that's pretty cool. That's
And
pretty
he
cool.
actually, sorry to interrupt. He actually contributed to more than my family ever did. My family's got a long history of Mennonites in general milking resources of a country, and then the second the government does anything they don't like, they just go to a different country and milk those.
But they just want to be left alone. They're like,
That's the thing. They want to be left alone.
let us dance with these little girls. And they'll make our bread.
No, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
They came
They're
here.
pacifists, though. They don't want war, so it's like...
They want war. So they came over here from Russia, and then eventually the Canadian government stepped in and be like, hey, your kids have to go to school, and we're going to teach them about science. And they were like, fuck you. And then they went to Paraguay and started going over there and having little girl dances and
little girl pageants.
Mennonites.
See,
Not
this
a
is
good
interesting
track record.
history, the history of the Mennonites as they traipse through Manitoba.
They're like locusts. They go from planet to planet, destroying resources. What was that? Independence Day.
Nuke the bastards.
Yeah. Nuke the bastards.
Kill me.
That's me. My dad's got me in a chokehold.
Release me. That's what he says.
Release me. My dad's like, not till you've learned.
Not till you've learned how to paint. No violence, though. Was your dad? Was he like he couldn't hit you because you're like you're a pacifist?
Yeah, no.
No, you can't go to war against me, father.
Oh, dude. When it came to domestic situations, they were warriors. True,
Just not for anyone else's behalf.
brave heroes storming the beaches of their own sons.
So I grew up in
Penner.
North Kildare. It's all Mennos. It was Penners,
Oh, really?
Friesens, Dirksons. They all worked for their dad's companies.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
It's a tradition. And
It's blue collar money. It's good.
It's not a bad tradition, but they are weirdos. If
They're
you,
they're very patriarchal. They love their dads.
they love their dads. Oh yeah.
My sister dated a Mennonite guy, and he's always like, "Oh, it's very father knows best."
Yeah, no.
Meanwhile, I'm like, "Shut up, Dad."
Dingle, dingle, Reuben.
Yeah. They're very weird about sex, and they love their dads.
That's a perfect
Who among us isn't like that?
description.
Who
they
among
love-
us can't be described like that?
They love volleyball.
No,
Great
they
sport.
love volleyball. They love their dads, and they're very weird about sex. It's a very weird thing. It's bizarre. The
Hey.
Bible got in their brains, and they got a cock, and they're uncomfortable with everything about it. It's
That's what
very
makes it so
weird.
hot for them.
Exactly.
they love hacky
it's
sack.
taboo. Yeah.
Something about it, just like the simplicity of kicking a little corn bag around. I think they'd like it.
Oh, you mean the devil's ball?
The devil's sphere.
Yeah, it's
That's how the devil keeps your feet from sowing the crops.
yeah. That's what they meant by the demon core. You're bouncing it with your ankle. That's the thing, and you can always spot a Mennonite construction crew because, like, if you drive by a new area, they'll literally just stop what they're doing and just go and just stare at you.
They're like
and
a moving automobile.
yeah, exactly. Like they've never seen a man before.
Mennonites,
It's-
though, like some people think Amish because I think in the States you say Mennonite, it's like
Yeah.
it's like a real like a Hutterite or whatever. But like, there's just people who are of Mennonite.
Yeah, no, they've
descent.
got all the cutting edge technology,
Yeah.
but they're still hicks about it. So they're
Yeah.
just like, you know.
Is there another part of the country that has as many Mennonites?
Saskatchewan's big.
Yeah.
And
Lethbridge.
I think Ontario's big. Yeah. Alberta probably.
Lethbridge has a lot of Mennonites. Benji was out there and he was saying that
Really?
it's the only other place that they understand
Funks and
our
Friesens.
grief.
It's nice to know these jokes will translate 2 provinces over.
Yeah, but I know. But the thing
These
is,
rude stereotypes.
yeah. But you know what's weird? I thought, Saskatchewan, big Mennonite town. But when I bombed in that gig in Estevan, like I was talking about earlier, dude, I made a Mennonite joke. No one, nothing. So I don't know. I was like, dude, you guys
They were
are
still
hicks.
thinking about the licorice.
They were.
They were
I
still
did one in
upset about
Fort
that.
Francis. I think you've done this one too. That's like it was like a reserve gig.
Oh yeah.
It's not really in Fort Francis. It's like you drive through Fort Francis and the reserve is just like right there attached. And I think they know, like they just almost pay to have us come out, and then there's like a lot of kids there, and then you just kind of babysit for between the however many comics.
Sounds
90
like a
minutes.
No,
nightmare.
I did that exact gig. It was like 12 kids like running around on the bleachers.
Yeah. Yeah, there's about 4 families. I went up first. I think I did like, because we could do 90 minutes. So I was like, I'll do 40, and then you do 40, and that's 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Deal. and then by the end of my set, Benji went up and just like played cards with them, but with the mic in front of him. And that was the set. And I was like, you
counting
can't
the time
deny
down.
that is the set.
That is the set.
They're
I-
more entertained than
I
they
did
would
that.
be.
I know.
With jokes.
I ate my balls for like half an hour, and then Andy went up there. He did as good as he could. He did crowd work about the kid eating chips for 20 minutes, and then afterwards the guy was like, "Awesome!" and then hands like a huge check. It's like it's so weird that
Yeah, the check was huge. It was like a novelty check.
Yeah, totally.
You gave him a check, and he was like, "Hey, man, congrats. We just got to get a photo of you in the check."
Yeah.
Do you guys not know
Kids
ahead of
spitting
time
on it.
it's for kids?
It's not
No.
for kids, but it's like I got the impression something else was happening nearby in the reserve, and
Yeah.
that's where a lot of the people were, and then the kids were allowed to be here.
Yeah.
So it's almost like paid. Like they should have got
Oh, it
a
was
clown.
reserve. Me and Andy did a reserve thing, and we got there, and they're like, "Are you the magicians?"
Oh no!
We're like, "No." And then they had like a bird. It was like an animal sound contest, but it lasted for like 2. There was like brackets. It was like this really, and then it was just people
I
going
made
up
to
to
the
like
semis.
into a microphone, like that's a crow, and then I had to judge it. And then we're like, when are we going up? And then there was more, and then there was like karaoke, and then okay, you guys will go up, and the whole place was empty. It was an empty hockey arena. And then there was just like some like teenagers, and then their guys like, he's like, do you need a microphone? We're like, yeah. And then I'm like, why are we still doing this? And then there was a guy sweeping. Like it was like such a comical. We have footage of it, so it sounds like I'm making this up for dramatic. And then I realized I'm like, oh, these kids are waiting for this guy because he's like the youth leader guy. So they were like held hostage, and I'm like, we don't have to do.
There would have
this.
been no one there if not for the fact.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
perfect.
just And I had a headache, and the fucking animal sounds were like, bruh, bruh.
All right. You're in the semifinals.
Yeah, I'm like,
Go.
that's an 8.5. Like,
You ever seen that video of the husband calling contest?
it's like
It's a bunch. It's at like, it's at like a
Oh,
county
yeah.
fair. It's a bunch of ladies in the South being like, Bradley.
that's fun.
It's
That's
like
fun.
seeing who can holler at their husband to get in for dinner fast enough. It's pretty good, and that's the kind of stuff that passes the time. This could be Patreon content now because I feel like we're running long anyway.
I know a funny Instagram reel where like on the flip side of this, someone was like boomer men for no reason. It's like on their t-shirts, like, oh yeah, I'd like to be playing golf, but I got to take my fat whore wife. Oh yeah, happy bitch wife.
Right there,
yeah.
Yeah, those boomer t-shirts that are marketed directly to your dad based on like very specific analytics. So it's like, yeah, so what? My name's Brad, and what if I got a bitch wife who loves watching Will Trent on NBC? What the fuck?
I'd rather be drinking beer. Yeah. It's like, I'm miserable. That's their whole thing. Every time you talk to an old guy doing crowd work too, they're like, yeah, that's the boss.
And you're like, boss.
That's the buggin'.
I wish I could stay and hang out, but the old bitch wife's gotta go.
If she doesn't cut my food up for me, I'd probably die.
Yeah.
The old ball and chain, more like the old fucking terroristic threat. She's gonna cut my head off. I hate this whore.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
I dated a girl who had like really old parents, and they were like, they'd sit on the couch and then they'd be, oh shit. They'd be like, move over. Like they really didn't like each other. And it was like, move your ass over. Like they had to take a photo, and it was like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, like stop it. Stop it. They really touching me like that. It was like this like mutual like disdain.
Yeah.
Well, their relationships are all educated by like the sitcoms they watch.
Yeah.
So they're all like, Lucy, do the dish.
And they're like, we can't leave. It's impossible.
That's like the wholesome like arguing, like the bickering,
The fun,
that's
like
the
a
fun
cute,
bickering
is different.
But
Like,
there's some shit that's actually toxic, where it's like, are you gonna clean that up or not? And then it's like, ugh, like
not in front of my friends.
yeah, shut the fuck up. We'll talk about it later.
There's something so funny to me about like people yelling at each other. Like you show up at like you go to a friend's house and their parents are like, what the fuck am I? And their parents are screaming at each other, and you're like, and then I'm like, my parents would do that. So it's like you're just like, oh yeah.
Where's the remote? Like, how the fuck would I know that?
Close the goddamn door. I just sort of fucking.
Even worse, you're standing there, you see the remote. You're like, do I say where I see the remote right now?
Yeah.
He's screaming at the wife for the remote, and you're like, I think I see the remote.
But it's
dude.
like, is that toxic or is that just like life? You know what
That's
I mean?
loving.
Like, yeah.
That was No, that was always
We're
the weirdest part
patriotic
about
here.
growing up. Was like going to your friends for a sleepover. I remember like went to my buddy's house for a sleepover. We're watching Sportsline. It's like 11 o'clock. Their dad came storming in. He's like, guys, to bed. And just turned off the TV and left the room. And we just laid there in darkness. It was traumatic. I'm like, I'm getting yelled at by not my dad. This is bullshit.
We were trying to make a movie with my buddy's dad's camera, and he was also our football coach. And we were trying to like make the movie Snatch had come out.
Oh yeah.
So we were trying to like make like a gangster movie.
Oh, yeah.
And we dropped his camera and like fucked up his like digital. And he fucking yelled at us. So it was also my football coach screaming at me, "You're gonna get your fucking money and you're gonna pay to fix this." And we were like, ah. Yeah.
I always confuse Snatch and Hitch, the Will Smith dating movie.
I gotta revisit those. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. And
that one's
Snatch.
I think better.
Yeah,
Probably
and
still.
Hitch.
Yeah.
What's Guy Ritchie?
He did the Aladdin movie.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh
Starring,
he tried-
starring Will Smith from Hitch.
Oh shit.
Yep. All right, wrap it up. The font for wrap it up is getting bigger gradually. That
We'll
means
talk about Hitch later.
That
and I'll
means we've
call
gotta
you.
go.
72-point font.
Thanks to our friend Jordan Welwood
Dude, great
for
times
joining
as always,
us.
man.
Thanks, guys.
Hell
This was
yeah.
great.
What a great show
stuff.
you
Thank
had
you,
last
everyone.
week at Rumors, Tuesday and Wednesday.
It was great.
Album coming out.
Album coming
Album
out
coming out.
Yeah.
very soon to stream.
Yes.
And most of all, call into Sirius and request it like it's a radio station. Say, hey, I'd love to hear Jordan Welwood.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
money
do
in his pocket.
Yeah.
That's the only way to make the money in this industry other than joining the Patreon for the Prairie Dogs.
Hell yeah.
Sign up on there.
Join up, sign up.
Subscribe on YouTube for the video. The video is now nice now.
Follow us on Instagram. Do it all.
Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, Insta, and plenty of fish will date you.
Comment on Spotify. Let us know if this episode sucked or if it was great. And if if you
Don't
say
tell me.
it-
I don't want to know.
No, if you say it sucked, then we know you're full of shit and we'll block you.
We know you didn't even listen to it.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's fun. That brings us to the end.
Great. Yeah, man.
Final thoughts?
Jordan, thanks, buddy. Man.
Thanks, guys.
Good shit.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good.
It's the only way I get to hang out with my friends.
It is true. As
It's true.
we age.
We were talking about that before the podcast. We're not leaving our homes anymore except to pod and to get groceries.
And then our wives go, get back in the house. And then you got to.
I'm like, hey, I wish I could hang out, but my fat bitch wife keeps calling me this fat whore.
Droopy piece of shit.
Prairie! Yeah. Prairie Dogs!
Yeah.
Anyway, so long. See you at the hog
See you
calling
guys.
wife slob fucking contest, you bitch.
Louie!